those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Welcome to Touched by Angel Live. I am your host, Angel Kinseys. My passion is to inspire seniors to get healthy and bring solutions to their everyday needs. If you wish to join the conversation, please contact us at 1-888-565-1470 or email us at touchedbyangellive@gmail.com. Enjoy the show.
The Low Sugar Bakery offers a variety of preservative-free, healthier breads, cakes, pastries, and snacks made daily in our store. Always fresh, we offer desserts made to order from no sugar to low sugar. All of our flavors are natural, including homemade jams, fruits, and vanilla. Enjoy healthy treats without the sugar, gluten, or guilt. Call 561-672-1898.
Welcome to Sunshine Senior Solutions, a trusted medical supply company that puts patients first, offering quality home medical equipment and supplies. Sunshine Senior Solutions is here to help simplify the lives of patients, caregivers, and their families. From canes and crutches to diabetic glucose monitors, your health, safety, and comfort is our #1 priority. Call or visit our website, Sunshine Senior Solutions, bringing the heart back to healthcare.
Good evening. Welcome to my show, Touched by Angel Live. I am so happy to have you tonight because this is a very special show for me. I'm going to call it my special birthday show because tomorrow is my birthday. And I'm so thankful to be alive because I've been through a lot. And that's a little bit about what I'm going to talk about tonight. I wanted you to get to know me as well as I want to get to know you. Really get to know you. And I think if I show you a little bit about my history, talk about what I've been through, I will be able to relate to a lot of you. So I'm going to show, I have a little short video clip that's just going to give you a little taste of my life. And those of you that are on the radio, I know you can't see the pictures, but hopefully this will give you an incentive. I'm going to call out the pictures, and it'll give you an incentive. When you're not listening to the radio, you can go and watch the live show, go to Touched by Angel Live, and you'll be able to see tonight's show and all my other shows through January. That's when I started it. So enjoy the next little clip here for you. Thank you. So this is my journey. This is me and my mom, and my grandmother and my mother. And my grandmother raised me because my mom was a single mom. So that's my grandmother and my grandfather. And that's me. I was 2 there without a father. My graduation picture at 5 and my 16-year-old graduation picture. So after I graduated, I met the love of my life, my husband Bob, in 1965. Pictures of my wedding, my favorite picture of Bob, and my 3 children, Bob, John, and Angel. Now my children are all grown up, and I have grandchildren. So I have 8 grandchildren that I'm very proud of, and I'm actually becoming a great-grandmother, I just found out. So I have had a lot of loss in my life, the loss of my husband to cancer, the loss of my mom, and the loss of my sister recently in November. I was over 222 pounds, and there was really no hope. And then I found a solution, and I lost about 36 pounds. I found exercise, I found Zumba, and I have seniors that I teach. And now, because of the COVID, I'm teaching on Zoom. So you could reach me on Zoom. If you'd like, you could call me, be interested, call the station. And I just want to thank everybody for wishing me a happy birthday. I have beautiful pictures here of people that sent birthday wishes to me, beautiful families, and I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I love you guys. That really was special. So I'm going to share with you some of my struggles and also how I overcame them, some of my victories, lots of victories. You know, when you go through struggles, there's a reason why, because you will always come out better at the end. I don't care how bad it is, how troublesome it may be, but there's a reason why we go through trouble, because it makes you a better person. It makes you more sensitive to other people, and that's what it's all about. We're not here for us, we're here for other people. So when I lost my husband, I really thought that I was alone. I really felt like I had nothing to live for. I really wanted to die. I was actually suicidal at that time. But I was wrong, because I wasn't alone, and neither are you. So I want you to know, if you're out there and you're hurting, you have pain, whatever it is in your life that is bringing you to the point of depression or hopelessness or suicide, anxiety, I want you to know there is an answer. There's somebody out there that is meant to see you, talk to you, help you, be with you, whether you realize it or not. So you need to reach out. Before I get into all my story, I want to just take a little brief break, a commercial, so I can kind of compose my emotion. It's very emotional to bring all these subjects out, but I'm going to take a little commercial break, and then we'll be back, and we're going to get back to the conversation, okay?
The Low Sugar Bakery offers a variety of preservative-free, healthier breads, cakes, pastries, and snacks made daily in our store. Always fresh, we offer desserts made to order from no sugar to low sugar. All of our flavors are natural, including homemade jams, fruits, and vanilla. Enjoy healthy treats without the sugar, gluten, or guilt. Call 561-672-1898.
Welcome to Sunshine Senior Solutions, a trusted medical supply company that puts patients first, offering quality home medical equipment and supplies. Sunshine Senior Solutions is here to help simplify the lives of patients, caregivers, and their families. From canes and crutches to diabetic glucose monitors, your health, safety, and comfort is our #1 priority. Call or visit our website, Sunshine Senior Solutions, bringing the heart back to healthcare.
Welcome back to Touched by Angel Live. Here's your host, Angel Kinseys.
Welcome back. First of all, I want to thank the OMG Flower Boutique for providing these beautiful flowers. This bouquet was made special for the people in Ukraine. So if you contact them, every penny goes to Ukraine for their help. So we want to let Ukraine know that we're praying for you, we love you, we feel your pain, and we're praying for God to comfort you and to make this quickly come to an end. So thank you to OMG Flower Boutique. And if you're interested, their phone number is 561-806-5818. So I'm just going to go over a little bit about my story. And what I'm also going to do is, I have 4 things that I want to share that are big moments in my life, and I'm not going to go into them a lot, but I'm just going to share them briefly. But each week, every 2 weeks is my show, I'm going to specialize in one subject. And as you know, my show specializes in seniors. We're seniors together. We feel together. And so I really want to connect the generations together to understand seniors have a lot to offer. People think seniors are old. We're not old. We're an adult, active community, very, very active, very wise, very smart. We have a lot to offer the younger generation. And so I want to be able to close that gap and be able to have families, children, grandchildren, and friends support your senior community, because they really have a lot to offer. So my first thing is, I grew up without a father, Italian Catholic in Brooklyn. It was very difficult because there was a stigma, so everything was hidden back then. Nothing was talked about. So I was told my father was passed on. So I grew up with a single mom that had to struggle and go to work. And I was raised by my grandmother and grandfather. They came from Italy. So for them, I was the first grandchild. And I'm sure it was very difficult, but I wanted you to know that I never suffered. I always looked at it like I had a wonderful family that supported me. I had love and uncles and aunts and a whole family, cousins and everything. We all lived in Brooklyn. And really, I was so thankful that my mother didn't give me up to abort me or to adopt me. My grandmother and grandfather really took charge and took care of me while she had to work. And then my mother married when I was 8. And so I decided to stay with my grandparents, and that was my sister that was born. So I only had a sister. We were not like half sisters, we were like full sisters. And my sister just passed in November of cancer. And she was only in her 60s. So the next thing that happened to me was my husband, who was my childhood sweetheart, we met while I was in high school. He was in the Navy. And we met, got married, we had 3 children, and he ended up getting cancer. After 42 years of marriage, he got cancer. He was gone in 4 months. I was devastated. I was overweight, I was depressed, I was suicidal. I thought I had nothing to live for. Even though I had my children and my grandchildren, I was just hopeless. And it was like a vicious cycle. I didn't think I was depressed, and I really couldn't talk to anybody. I felt like I couldn't talk to my children because they wouldn't understand. And a lot of people don't want to talk about your grief because, I'm a hairdresser, so I lost a lot of clients because they didn't know how to deal with my husband's death, because a lot of them knew him. He would come in the salon, and so I lost a lot of clients because they just couldn't handle it. And that's the worst thing you could do for someone that loses someone, is to ostracize them and not see them. You need to reach out. You need to be the stronger one to help them through it, because they need to talk about that loved one. They need to know. They need to share their story. It's very, very important for their healing, because otherwise they suppress that depression and it just never goes away. And you got to go through the 7 steps of grief. If you don't, you're going to get stuck in that grief. So I'm here to help you. This is what I am here for. This is my goal. This is my dream. I'm not doing this to be popular. I got involved with exercise and health because I actually found a friend, and this is, well, let me go back, because after my husband passed away, I got cancer. I got melanoma, which is one of the #1 killers. I had massive surgery on my leg and my arm, and to this day, I'm 10 years cancer-free. But my doctor, yeah, thank you. My doctor told me when he told me that he found the cancer, he said, you're not in the beginning, you're not at the end, but you're in the middle, and it could be fatal. And at that point, it was only 2 years after my husband passed. So I really didn't even want to know what melanoma was. I didn't want to look it up. I just kind of was oblivious. And I thought in my mind, you know what, if I die, I'll be with my husband. That was my attitude. But then something woke me up and said, you know what, I have children, I have grandchildren, I have people that depend on me. I can't do that. I can't be selfish. So that kind of woke me up and made me fight. After the cancer, a friend of mine came to me and invited me to a Zumba class. Well, being 222 pounds, there's no way I was going to be doing Zumba. She really begged me to come. So I kept not coming, but she kept calling me and coming and telling me, you got to come to this class, you got to come. So finally, just to get rid of her, I said, okay, and I went. And I sat there in the back for 10 minutes, and I left because I thought, this is crazy. There's no way that I could dance and do this. I loved to dance when I was younger, but I was a lot thinner. So she called me up again. What happened? Why'd you leave? And I said, you're crazy. I'll never do Zumba. Well, she kept after me. And I saw that she was happy losing weight. So I went back. And that night when I went back, I met the instructor, Hugo Garrido, who most of you know from Zumba here in Boca. He teaches, and he inspired me to become an instructor? Well, I was a full-time hairdresser. I owned 2 salons, one in New York, one in Seattle. I had no desire to do exercise other than the fact that I was overweight. So I saw his class and I just started to fall in love with the music and the dancing. And within 6 months, I lost 36 pounds. And my goal was, I prayed and I said, God, I just want to get my happiness back. I want to be able to smile again. I want to be able to feel joy and not feel guilty, you know, that I'm grieving. And sure enough, that came into my life, and somebody came over to me in a class, and they asked me if I would be willing to teach. And at that time, Ugo encouraged me to become an instructor. And so I decided to become an instructor, only with the intention that he said, you could meet people, you could go to the convention. And I figured, okay, that's a good thing. Well, this one nurse came up to me and she said, I love the way you dance. I know you subbed for Ugo one time. And would you be willing to go to this doctor's office? Well, long story short, after about the first year I was teaching, I went from one class that I didn't even want to go there, and I ended up teaching 6 classes a week, and I was up to 11 classes at the doctor's office, and my classes were growing. It was all seniors because it was a doctor's office that took care of the senior community, and I worked there for 5 years, and then I was working in private communities, memory care units. I mean, I took it to the next level. I have 13 different license and certifications. I wanted to be the best at what I was, and I was still doing hair. I'm still a hairdresser in Boca. I work locally here in Boca Raton. And so I was juggling my Zumba and my exercise for seniors and my hairdressing, and I was just busy 6 days a week. And let me tell you, the pounds just fell off. I got my joy back. Was I grieving? Absolutely, I was grieving for my husband. You know, that didn't change. But to tell you that I was able to smile, I was able to listen to music, there is hope out there. And the reason why there's hope is because there's people, okay? Everybody needs someone. There's a lot of people out there. You're alone. You think nobody cares. Maybe your kids don't understand. Your grandkids, maybe friends don't listen to you. They think you're too old. But let me tell you, please reach out. Don't be ashamed. I know I have aunts that are seniors in their 90s, and I know they don't want to bother people. They don't want to sound like they're old or sick. But you've got to reach out. You've got to tell someone. You're going to find someone that's going to care about you. And even if you can't reach out, now I'm going to talk to the people that have something to offer. Call that person. Ask them how they are. Reach out to them. Be the one that helps that person. My friend, if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be where I am today. If it wasn't for the Zumba instructor, Ugo, encouraging me to be an instructor that I never thought I could do, I would never be where I am today. So one person can change a life. And you may think, well, you know, my life, what do I have to offer? You know what? Sometimes it's just a phone call. Sometimes it's just, I'm on the phone constantly, calling, texting, sending little hearts, thinking about people. I get up in the morning, I pray, I say, God, put in my path who you want. And some people will just come to my mind during that day, and I'll just send them a word of hope. I'll say, I'm thinking about you. I'm praying for you. I love you. Hang in there. And so they'll call me back and they'll go, oh my God, you don't even know what I'm going through. How did you even think about me? So if you can't ask for help, somebody out there is there to help you. Be that one to reach out to your neighbor, friend, loved one, whoever it may be. You could see in people's faces if they're hurting. You could look in their eyes and you could see the pain. If somebody's nasty with you, if somebody's not friendly with you, remember something, there's an underlying reason why that person is the way they are. It could go back to their childhood. When I was a little girl and I didn't have a dad, I was very, very sad. I never smiled. It was very hard for me to smile. That's why when I lost my husband, I really wanted to get my happiness back. It was very important. And remember something, happiness just doesn't happen. It doesn't come to you. It's a choice. It's a decision. You need to decide, I'm tired of being tired. I'm tired of being sick and tired. You get up, you brush yourself off, and you go. I'm going to tell you a quick little story, just briefly, about, it was about 6 weeks after my husband passed away. I was devastated. I lived with my son and my daughter-in-law right down the street because they say don't be alone. And then I got a little puppy, my little Star, that is in, I think he was in one of the pictures, he was. And I was sitting in front of my vanity, getting ready to go to work in the salon. In the salon, you've got to look good. Your makeup has to be done. Your hair has to be done. I was born in Brooklyn. So I woke up every morning and I had hair and makeup done all the time. That's the way I woke up. You never would walk out of the street without makeup on. So anyway, I was sitting in my vanity, and all of a sudden the grief just was like a heavy weight that came into my bedroom. And I felt like a black cloud over me. I could feel it. It came into my heart and into my stomach, and the pain was so great that I just said, God, I said, who am I going to call? And I was thinking I could call my cousin, I could call my mom, you know, I could call this one, I could call that one. And then I realized, I said, you know what? I can't call anybody because nobody understands what I'm going through. And I just looked up to heaven because I said, oh my God, I got to get to work. And my makeup was all over. And I said, God, please help me. I said, you've got to help me because I got to get through this pain. I said, I got to get this pain out of my heart, and you need to give my joy back, please. And I got up, I wiped my face, I went to work. I worked all day, cut hair, blew dry, whatever, did color. I came home that night, I walked in my bedroom, and I looked in the mirror and I realized, oh my gosh, the minute I prayed, that weight had immediately lifted. And I went to work and I had a wonderful day. I had a great day. And I just said, thank you, God, that you were there for me. You were there for me. You were the only one that could give me what I needed. And so that's how I got through a lot of the pain. And so I want to encourage you, whether you're a believer or not, I don't care what religion you are. I don't care if you believe in God, if you're an atheist, I don't care. I don't care what you believe in. You could believe in a penny, you know, but realize that you are not in charge of your life. There is a higher power out there. And whatever it is, you could reach out and ask for help. And even if you don't maybe hear the voice, but somebody will come into your path to be the one to enlighten you or help you or guide you in the right way. I had mine, and you'll have yours. So I want you to know that in the next few weeks, what I'm going to be talking about every 2 weeks is my show on a Thursday from 7 to 7:30. If you want to come and be a part of the audience an hour before we sit, we have cake tonight. And so you're welcome to come to the studio. So the next show is going to be the 21st, and we're going to be talking about overcoming grief and sorrow and disappointment. We're also good, the topics that I talked about tonight, like cancer and all the other problems and issues that everybody has, but mostly the senior community, losing a spouse or a loved one. I'm going to have a special show on each subject. Each week it will be different, but I'm here to help you. And sometimes I'll have a guest, sometimes it'll be just me, but I really want to expound on some of my stories so that I could be here to help you. And you're welcome to call into the station. Our phone number here at the station is 888-565-1470. And if you have a question or maybe whatever it is, you could call. You could email me at touchedbyangellive@gmail.com, and I could give you information about my exercise classes on Zoom. So I'm looking forward to seeing you in 2 weeks on the 21st of April. God bless you, and thank you for coming to watch the show and listening. Thank you.
You've been watching Touched by Angel Live. Please like, subscribe, and share this video with someone you love. If you wish to join the conversation, have an idea for the show, or would like to sponsor the show, please call us at 1-888-565-1470. 1470 or email us at touchedbyangellive@gmail.com. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. If you or a loved one are interested in joining Angel on Zoom for her Strength and Balance class or Zumba Gold class for seniors, email her at angelkinseys@gmail.com. Have a great day!